Hey guys. So, after a conversation on my last news video, I decided to do some Googling, and I found out that they put a barrier on Huolon. Yeah, sometimes some of the biggest changes go really under the radar. So he's coming back around here, and we're gonna kill him. I'm out here alone anyway, so it actually doesn't even fucking matter. But hopefully this character, I don't remember how good this character is because it's definitely an alt. So it's hard to tell that there's a barrier. Okay, once again, no mount as usual. Okay, guys, so as you may notice, I stopped attacking after the first hit. That was to show you that there's a barrier. If the barrier wasn't on him, he would have been dead. So, yeah, that's why I stopped attacking for that little second. Hey, guys. Okay, so I quickly threw the record back on. I was like, should I record this next attempt? I'm like, nah, I'm probably not gonna loot it. I'll be out here forever. Of course, it was the attempt that I get the mount on. So I finally fucking got this mount. I'm glad I chose to just come out today, because I've farmed this mount multiple times from the time of Panda, right? So yeah. But because the barrier was removed, I was more willing to give it a go today. And I got it. Yeah, which is hilarious because I was going to buy it in the next update. So now I have saved myself that currency. I got it. Usually I'd skin him, but I wanted him in the footage so that, you know, it just looks better if you see that I have the mount, and then you also see that Huolon's on the ground there. But usually I will skin him. That 5 is wrong. My counter reset multiple times over the past like 10 plus years. So yeah, but we got it. This is a mount that I've loved forever, but I stopped going for it because of that breathe and die, which don't exist anymore. So definitely farm it now, guys, if you stopped because of that reason. Okay, there he is. Oh my god. Finally, after so many years, he was kind of my final mount I was going after out here. So yeah, learn. Okay, so saved myself a bunch of currency. So for those that don't know, in the next update, he's going to be purchasable with limited time currency that you will earn. And that's what I was going to do. But I figured I came out here and the intention was to only really prove that the barrier is actually on him now. And then I got in the mode of farming the bag achievement. And when I get into that mode, I just keep popping over here to check on Huolon, right? So if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the fact that I still have this bag achievement, I probably wouldn't have stayed out here for today. So very nice. Unfortunately, you can't actually fly in this area, but... so I'll show you him on my druid. Okay, so here is the Huolon mount, which is the Reigns of the Thundering Onyx Cloud Serpent. I've wanted this one forever because back in Panda, I had gotten the black one, right? The black serpent, which was my favorite serpent mount. And then this guy came out when they brought in Timeless Isle, and he was the Black Serpent mount, but cooler because he had lightning coming from him. And yeah, so I've wanted him forever, but because later on he took me forever. I never looted him in Mop or, you know, many expansions after. When the expansions just started rolling out so far ahead and he never got a barrier, he just became a waste of my time to really farm. So I had stopped. Plus, you know, it's World of Warcraft. There's so many other things to do in the game that it just was like, well, he doesn't have a barrier anyway. I'll just go farm these other mounts and get them out of the way. And then maybe one day he'll get a barrier and I'll return to him, which was today. Although I did my research, the barrier supposedly came back into the picture around April of last year. I think that was something that maybe people who were farming him realized, because I have been doing the news every week for 6 years or something, and I'm just gonna say there was nothing back then about this guy getting a barrier. I would have known. You know, I, as someone who not only reports the news, but needed the mount, I would have known. Yeah, so this one kind of went under the radar. But nonetheless, he has a barrier now, so he's easier to farm now. Because, you know, the reality is mounts like this, when they don't get a barrier, they are tough to go after when there's many other people out there. There was people out there, but they didn't see him up, so they'd log out, right? I chose to wait for him. But yeah, so they would lose out because they would log out, right? So that's why you saw me killing him by myself. I wasn't actually by myself the whole time. They just would give up. I officially now have all the mop mounts because he was the only remaining one that I just chose to stop farming. Yeah, all the rest I have. So very cool. Anyway, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Happy farming if you decide to go back to him. He's definitely worth it now that he has the barrier. Very good change on Blizzard's part. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.